Hello, welcome.
So, that was the Space Museum. What did you guys think of it overall?
Space Museum is a fun show. This is kind of like reminds me of what was old little classic, the old black and white show. What they go and damn, got a brain freeze going on. Not enough coffee yet today. Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone.
That,
Okay.
right.
That actually reminds me of the Twilight Zone.
Many people claim that they didn't like this story. Many people will show their DVD collection and give a brief opinion on their stories, and they sometimes just take the Space Museum out, call it a turd, and then move on.
I don't think so. This shows some really cool examples. That the once mighty race of the Morocks, and then this little outpost where it hardly ever gets visited anymore. They seem to be very long-lasting people. You wonder why they're not being visited anymore. Maybe the Daleks, maybe there's foreshadow, who knows, maybe the Daleks got to their people. You don't see them too much in these Doctor Who shows.
I noticed during this sitting of this story that Morocks kind of sounds like Morlocks.
Morlocks, and then the Zeros are kind of like the Eloi people. A little nod to that's a common theme in these type of movies. There's not a lot of imagination going on, going outside the box. They seem to go with the same type of theories. I can see how some critiques in that. It's one group on the fringes, the conquered people, very limited castings, examples of how these Morocks are all that powerful.
There was one point in episode 2 where you kind of made fun of Vicky's eyebrows and compared them to the...
Yeah, the standard little Vulcan eyebrows you get with women today, with the up pin and at the certain angle of the iris and then down. Vicky's eyebrows are rounded, and the big effort they do in costuming for the Zeros people is just this: cover their eyebrows and then raise them up above, and that's how they look like a different race of
And it's
creatures.
ridiculously obvious. Yeah.
But no more than Vicky's.
Well,
Well, I seem to find all 4 of these episodes pretty exciting. Amy, you said that you found episode 3 a little bit duller than the other 3?
yeah.
And 2 super exciting.
Yeah.
She loved 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really did love to. I feel like there was a couple of stories that weren't quite as exciting for me personally, but this one, I really enjoyed.
What was episode 4? You never really gave a clear opinion on 4.
That was good.
It was a good wrap up, I feel like.
And there's the direction in here is really slow. Like, if you take a guy out and his gun's lying there, drove me crazy. Each time they knock these guys out, first off, they're the Morocks, terrible hand fighters. Little karate chop 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 from Fred Flintstone knocks them out.
I was
And then
bring that up. You kept on saying that. Why
and then you take a guy out who's got a gun, then you don't pick up the gun. Or you capture a guy and he's got a gun on his belt. You don't take, it's like he finally takes it as an afterthought. Oh, he's got a gun! A ray gun of all things!
Me and my mom would find it funny in episode 3 with the machine that you had to tell the truth about it had to be the correct answer, and then when Vicky hacked into it, then the machine asked her what's her name, Vicky, and they said for what purpose are the arms needed, and then Vicky says revolution. And they just opened the door as if, okay, come on in.
Yeah, okay, well that's the truth and stuff. I thought it was going to be more fun and tricky. It was a good chance to puzzle the audience and get us thinking and stuff, and they missed that opportunity. As again, the show is more set up like a play. They seem to be doing it all in one take. A couple of chokes and lines, they just move through. Polish actors to do it all in one take. I'd love to see some of the modern actors try to do a show in one take. I bet they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yep, good point.
Like with the cliffhanger for episode 1 of The Reign of Terror and episode 5 of The Web Planet, twice in this story, you guys thought that the Doctor might regenerate in this story.
It was really leading up to it
come
this time.
on! It's like, this is it. This is it. Oh.
He can't possibly. He can't ever recover from this.
That's
This
a
is
good
it.
one. That makes
This
it
is
exciting
it.
because
No.
you're really on edge, and this is how they're gonna be.
Yeah.
And there it is. So yeah,
The
He
first
managed
one,
to drag it out.
the first one they thought in episode 2 when the guys grabbed the Doctor and put him to the ground before he went inside the toy Dalek, and then the second one was when he was being converted to an exhibit. And finally, the cliffhanger. We had a model Dalek in the story that kind of foreshadowed the cliffhanger at the end, where
leading up to the chase. I think it's really. I think seeing the Dalek in the museum And when they said we haven't had a visit from home planet in a few light years, means I'm thinking the Daleks have already taken the Morlocks off. As tough as these guys are, the Daleks have clearly probably wiped their place out. And then the Xeros people will have their little brief moment in the sun, and the doctor says maybe you should actually start arming yourselves. These people are just going to be next on the table for the Daleks. The Xeros people have a little bit of freedom before they're going to be purged.
Yeah.
It's good to be free. Have free moments of freedom rather than being enslaved lights and then taken over by the Daleks and still exterminated.
So what would you guys rate this story out of 10?
Too long. I like trilogies. I think these quadrilogies, whatever they're called.
Quadrilogies, yeah.
Quadrilogies are a little too long. I think stick to the format of the trilogies. You can see it was a little. They didn't need to be that long for the limited stuff that's really going on. Stick to the trilogies. A little fun. Not too much. 7.
Okay.
I would say 7 as well.
Okay. It's my 6th favorite First Doctor story, so
Hey!
I'm going to rate it an 8.
All right. There we go. Thanks for watching, as always. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. It's free. Helps the little guy out. Develop as a burgeoning little videographer.
Thanks, guys. See you next time with The Chase.
Be well. Happy Canada Day.